Hello, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your Maker 2199 bringing you guys another Call of Duty commentary. Now, I just wanted to address something that I thought was pretty funny. The really first game when I came back and that I played coming back, I did exceptionally well. It appeared that I left off just. It appeared that I came back where I left off, I should say. And for whatever reason, it was only like that game. I did super well. I dropped like a 40 plus and I had a crazy KD. And I was like, well, it appeared that I maybe needed that little break from COD, to come back and do a lot better, I guess. But after that game, I haven't been able to repeat that success. That often. I've been getting a few games on the 30s, but unfortunately, it's always when I'm not recording. I think I've only recorded one or two, and most of the other games are like this one, but I decided to pick these two videos, and you guys are gonna see them. It was me. I'm obviously just a random playing with some people, but the people that I got to play with on this match were pretty good. They were solid. They knew what they were doing quite well. And I just thought that it was going to lend itself for what I wanted to talk about, and that is, teammates. It's always really important to have teammates that know what they're doing, and or people that maybe they're not on a team or they're not on your team, but people that know how to handle themselves, how to take care of business, and work towards the goal of getting the big W, like I've said many times on the past. And right here, you're gonna notice me playing a little bit slower than the usual. I'm still rushing quite a bit, but I'm playing a little bit slow. And most of it just has to do with me not remembering the maps, the layouts, and all of that, which I've mentioned in a lot of other videos. And I don't mean to be like super repetitive, but this is a classic example of what I'm talking about when I mention this sort of stuff on some of these videos. And this is a really good example of it. So I haven't played in a while, and I don't remember the layout of the maps that well anymore. I do have a few instances where I remember certain areas and what have you, but I don't really remember the core or the big part of how the map is laid out and all of that stuff. So I've been struggling a bit, and the best way to approach it, in my opinion, is to take it a little bit slower. And like I'm doing right here with the commentary, and it's just because I have a lot of allergies. But other than that, is just to take it a little bit slower and just start getting used to it, start getting used to how other people play. So when I talk about map awareness, it's not always just being aware of the map. Like, of course, I could see it on the mini map. I can see it, and I already knew that some of these guys were camping there. It was just my aim letting me down. So, man, excuse me, it's these freaking allergies. If I sneeze out of nowhere, I do apologize. It's just I've had allergies now for like the longest time ever, and it's really unusual. I never get allergies or anything that gets me like that for like any extended period of time, and I've had it for like a month now. So it's really unusual. It's weird, and I really don't know what to say about that. Just bear with me. But I just experienced some lag on my screen. Hopefully, it won't be there when I render this out, but I've been playing with a bit of lag, and that was another one of my complaints, coming out of Call of Duty, was just that I was experiencing a good amount of lag. But other than that, Call of Duty and my PS4, they work fine. And it's not like freaking Gears and the Xbox, but oh well. So you just have to take it slowly, like I was saying before, and you don't have to be. It doesn't take much for you to know the layout of the map. That's not usually what it's referred to when you're talking about map awareness. What you're trying to do is understand how other people play the map. Like, depending on the spawns that you get, where people are more than likely to go, where they're more likely to be camping or rushing through. and just be aware of that. And once you stumble upon those areas, just be ready for a fight. That's basically what I mean with map awareness. I don't mean it like know like the layout of the map. Of course, like I can see it. I can see it on when I push like the pause button, whatever, and I can see it laid out when I'm looking at the mini map. I can see the enemies on the UAV, which is really helpful. And it is more than anything making mental notes. Like these guys are just camping it back there. Like I have no clue what they're doing. They're just having a stakeout. They must be some cops or something, and they're just enjoying life, just camping their little asses out there. We were the ones that had to rush, and right here I noticed the pattern. They're either rushing that side and they're camping it from this side. So that's what I'm talking about when I mean map awareness. And map awareness is going to change based on the people that you play with, their styles and what have you. So keep that in mind. It's just about you being aware of your surroundings more than anything. Because I already know after playing this map once or twice, you kind of get used to the loadout or where things are at. So that's not the issue. The issue is more, again, getting used to people's playstyles. Coming from Gears of War and playing Gears of War for like 2 months straight, really does get you used to a really different style of game, and then trying to come back to this, and this is a really different game, and then trying to get used to it's not as easy as it seems, but it shouldn't be too difficult either. And then right there, it just proves to you what happens when you have a great headset. So I have a pretty good headset, and I was able to take out a few of these people because I heard them. They had silencers, but I still heard them. I was able to maneuver, smart enough. And that guy was just, I don't know what he was doing, but I found a lot of people doing that crap where they just stand there like they're not moving, and then once you pop out, they start shooting you. I really have no clue like what that goes back to, or or how is that a good strategy or fun to play. Just what if I wouldn't have gone back there? How long would that retard would have just stayed standing there till when would have he decided that it was enough and time to move? That's what I don't get. But I guess everybody to their own style. So yeah, I'm just getting used to these new styles. People are moving a lot more fluidly with the jumping and all of that, and it's a bit of a hassle to get used to this sort of game when I was out of it or inactive for such a long period of time. So I haven't been doing too bad, but these teammates, they were able to held their own. I held my own, and although my score isn't super amazing or anything great, I had a pretty good KD, which is very unusual for somebody that rushes a lot like me. So that's why I decided to keep these two, and that's only because of the teammates I had. None of us did anything, fantastic, but that's to be expected. When 3 people can handle their own, you don't let the other people, do anything fantastic, and they don't let you do anything fantastic because you're just taking all the kills for yourselves. And that's basically what happened here. And I have another gameplay that I'm going to post with these 2 guys, and it was the same story. We did really well. We basically did around the same, and it was fantastic. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully you guys like, and I'll see you. Bye.